Welcome to Second Chance Garage. Yes, as you can see, I am covered in transmission fluid. But the car does have oil in all the cylinders. It was not fun. It was not joyful. It was not exciting. But she's full. She's full. So anyway, I'm going to let her set a couple days. Then when it warms back up, I will, yeah, I'll do something. I'll go from there. But yeah, it is a pain in the butt when you're doing it underneath. Now, if you had it on a lift, it wouldn't be bad. You know, it really wouldn't be. Because then you could do it standing up, and then you could get up to the stuff. And then I have, to make it even worse, I went to Harbor Freight and I bought one of those under hood lights that I used all the time. I used it for about 6 months. Now it just quit working. I'm like, great. I was gonna hang it under here so I could use it to use the light. And it just quit working. It's a big long one. So I gotta go get a new one of them. And my hose here is leaking, so let me disconnect. Yeah, stupid. Who cares? Still on the floor. Okay, now another thing I'm gonna get from a lot of people is, yes, I've got transmission fluid all over the floor. I get oil all over the floor. Yeah. Okay, but the one thing the people are gonna say is, what in the world? Well, here's the thing. I will show you the dividing line here. Between one side of the shop and the other side of the shop. Let me turn it, right, put you down here a minute. See, you can see the difference. Because when I first did this, before I put anything in here, I epoxied this floor. So that way, you can spill oil, transmission fluid, whatever. You can just wipe it up, mop it up. Now, it's been years since I did it. So now, let me show you. See if I can show you here. Like, right in here, this is bare concrete. Because it slopes down to a spot where I was going to put a drain. But I didn't have time to put a drain before they poured it. So I got a low spot right here where I'm going to eventually put a drain, just have a drain outside. So when I bring my cars in here to work on them and they're covered in snow or whatever, and I start warming them up, it'll puddle right here. So that way I can just shop back it up if it's water, you know. If not, I'll mop it up. And because it's been setting, it's actually peeled up over the years. And if you did right here where it stays wet, all the rest of it does pretty good, you know. So, but the one thing you got to be careful of, you epoxy a floor like this, one drop of water, I mean an eyedropper, and it's like a skating rink. I mean, literally a skating rink. It is super slick with an eyedropper of water. You walk through the snow and you walk onto this stuff, if it's clean, you're gonna bust your butt. You better know. So anyway, when it like epoxy on the floor, I love it. And I love the fact that I can just sweep it up. It's, you know, but like I said, one drop of water and it's going to get slick. So I usually just clean it and I'll sweep it, and then like sometimes I'll mop it, and then I'll just let it air dry. You know, right now it's really dirty, and you can see underneath the car where I've been rolling floor jacks and jack stands and everything, because this is my main work bay that I work on stuff. So I mean, there's probably been 1,000 cars in and out of here in the last couple of months. Well, not a couple of months, since I've had the shed, because I had my camper sitting in here for a year. Well, yeah, probably a year when the house burned down. So I had my camper in here, so I couldn't work on anything. But now since I got the house back, now I can actually work on stuff. This stupid light, I don't know what the deal is. It works good, but they got some kind of setting on it to where if it doesn't see movement for so long, it'll shut off. There's a setting you can use to bypass that, but I don't know what it is. So anyway, but yeah, just be careful when you're epoxying your floor, you know. Just because an eyedropper. You come in here and you got snow on your feet, you better wipe them off and make sure they're dry before you come in here, because you will bust your ass. You can stand here and slide down to that on an eyedropper of water. So anyway, stupid light. This is Uncle Russ, Second Chance Garage. Sorry about there's 2 videos, but I got a storm moving in. It's supposed to be here about 4. It's probably 3:30 now, and so I got to get in and take a shower. And I've got my Mustang sitting out there that I'm gonna put back in the main garage, in the other garage, because they said there's a chance of hail and stuff too. Not on Mustang. Yeah, not on Mustang Sally. I'll put her away. So I gotta get cleaned up. I can't get in it. I'm just covered in trans fluid, obviously. So anyway, I gotta get cleaned up and get it put away before a storm comes. So if you like it, subscribe. There'll be more to come on the IROC. And yes, I was shooting had that hose on that syringe, and I had it in that hole, and I couldn't hold the hose, so I put it up against my face and was pushing the syringe in with my face. And when I did that, I was wearing my safety glasses, thank God, and it overflowed and sprayed back out, and it just drowned my entire face. I literally took off my safety glasses and was flinging automatic trans fluid off of them. So anyway, that was fun. But well, I didn't have the video going because there was no way you can get under there to videotape that. So anyway, if you like and subscribe, Uncle Russ. There'll be more on the IROC coming. I'll see you when it warms up and I start turning it over, and for, you know, getting her freed up a little more. And I got to work on the fuel pump too. Got to see what's going on there. Might be a relay, might be that it's just stuck from setting. I talked to my brother. He used to be a Ray Dennison Chevrolet mechanic back in this era, and he had to work on a lot of these cars. Back in the day, he was a Ray Dennison Chevrolet mechanic for like 10 years. And so certified, you know, the whole 9 yards, you had to go to school for it and all that. Me? No, I'm not. But I was talking to him, showing him the car and stuff, and yeah, he said it might be a relay. Said might be that the fuel pump was stuck sitting there so long, might be able to just tap on the tank and vibrate it a little bit and get her to start working again. Never know. But he's got a lot of experience working on these things. So anyway, Uncle Ruts, Second Chance Garage, out.